I'm aware that I just uploaded one of these manga and graphic novel videos recently, but I've read a lot more in the past 2 weeks, so we're doing it again. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sarah. I like to talk about books in my basement. And we're going to talk about some graphic novels and manga that I've read recently. I've got about 4, so another quick one. We'll jump right into the manga first. Let's do the digital one I read. I read My Love Story, and I believe this is by something Kamahawa? Let me look. This is by Kazune Kawahara. I was close. And I just read the first volume of this, but I fully intend to read the next one. In fact, after I finish filming, I'm gonna go eat a late lunch and probably read the second one. I picked this up because I needed an award-winning book for the Amazing Readathon. I wanted to read a manga because I was tired of being behind on the Amazing Readathon prompts, and I was trying to catch up. This was my pick because it has won a manga award, and it was so cute. This is the type of short, light, and fluffy shoujo manga that I really enjoy. This is about our main character, Takio. He is kind of a big brutish character. You can see him on the cover of the book, and his best friend is always the one, Sumada I think is his name. He is always the one that people are into. He's like the cool guy. So Takio is just like, that's okay, I'll help him out, and he is genuinely a nice person. They meet Yamato, a young girl who is, some guy is like groping or getting ready to grope her, and they protect her, and she is almost immediately infatuated with Takio. And so it's their love story. This first one, like I said, super cute, super wholesome. I really liked it. I liked the over-the-top reactions of the characters, and it's one that I will definitely be continuing for sure. I finished, what was the name? Oh my goodness, why can't I remember the name? Imakoi. I finished Imakoi, so I need another like romance shoujo to read in my like downtime. The other one I don't have physically with me is Heartstopper Volume 5. This is a graphic novel. I have caught up now with the Heartstopper series. If you have been living under a rock or you don't pay attention, the series is about Nick and Charlie. They're 2 young British teens who are in a relationship. Nick and Charlie, one of them is a rugby player and the other one is a young boy struggling with an eating disorder, and they meet at school and fall in love. Now, it has been a hot minute since I read the first 4 volumes. Hot enough that I finished this one and still can't remember exactly who is who. This one was a little lackluster for me. Volume 4 was really good. I remember being very emotionally invested in Volume 3 and 4. There was a lot of stuff that happened, a lot of build up and like climax in those two. This one was a lot of falling action. The boys, one is going to college and the other has 1 more year, and they're trying to figure out if they're going to stay local or do a long distance relationship, and it was very chill. Didn't impact me the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. I still had fun reading it, and I will finish the series because this was supposed to be the last volume, but Alice Oseman decided to stretch it out for a 6th volume, which is fine. This did, though, definitely set up I think it's Nick's sister. One of them, his sister has a full-length novel from Alice called Solitaire, and I do want to read that because she talks about being ace in this a little bit. So I would like to visit Solitaire and read that because I haven't read that yet. But that was Heartstopper. Now, the ones that I have physically, I did read the second Go-Go Ranger Volume 2. This was a lot of fun. So I was a little worried at the end of Volume 1 that our good little fighter buddy, our little duster, I can never remember what they're called. Are they dusters? They're like the putties from Power Rangers. I was afraid he was dead. It's okay, he's fine. But the things that happened in this, still twisty, turny, wow. I love the setup for the Pink Ranger, who she is in relation to what's going on with our little putty friend, and like, things are interesting. There's some stuff cooking. I am very interested to see where everybody's lines are crossing. I don't want to say a lot because I feel like I'm going to spoil it. So much happened in this. It really set up the beginning, like threads of how everything is interconnected. fantastic. I will continue the series. Really, really loved that. And another new series I started and immediately purchased was Villains Are Destined to Die. This is by original story by Guan Yo. The art is by Soul. I can't speak. This is Manhwa. I think this is Korean. I don't know how to pronounce their name, so I am sorry. Now, I'm going to admit that I wrote this series off the first time I saw it. I'm not a big fan of the art style for manhwas. The, like, loose... A lot of them have very loose, unframed panels. The characters and art is spread across the page, and it's usually a much looser, blockier, flat color on the art itself. Even though it is full color, it's usually a little blockier that I had seen up until this point. So I kind of assumed this was the same. It is not. It is not the same. There is a lot more structurally established pages. We have traditional panels, and the artwork is very beautiful. It's very shaded and rich, and that's what I like. I like the structure on the page, and I like the rich color. I don't like seeing things just flat wash color. It doesn't work well for my brain. I don't get interested. I read a lot of kids books with my daughter, so that's what it makes me think of, and I have a very hard time. But that is what I had seen previously in some of the manhwa I had picked up, so I just hadn't picked any up recently. I saw this at the library, and I thought, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I know people love it. Fine, I'll give it a shot. I ended up loving it. Like I said, it did not have the problems that I was worried that it was going to have, but it has a fantastic premise, which is something I like. I like the isekai. I like the being sucked into a situation that you're not sure about. Which is ironic because I don't like portal fantasy. But I do like it in this sort of a format. But anyway, this is about our main character, Yvonne, who gets sucked into this game. What is it called? Daughter of the Duke's Super Love Project. She gets sucked into the game, but she gets sucked into the game as Penelope, who is the villain of the normal mode game. And she has beat the game on normal mode over and over and over again, and she can't beat hard mode. So late one night, she's trying to stay up and beat hard mode. She falls asleep, and she wakes up in hard mode as Penelope. So she has to figure out how to beat the game while in it. She's not sure what's going on, and without dying, because in hard mode you don't just end the game, you die. The prince kills you, one of the brothers kill you. She doesn't know if she's going to die if she dies in game, if she's going to die in real life, or what's going to happen. So she's like, okay, I have to figure out how to live, how to survive. So she has to figure out how to earn everyone's affection, but she was never able to beat hard mode. So it's very, very fun. She quickly figures out, so it starts out at the beginning, she does not have the ability to make her own choices as far as vocalization. She can't say what she wants to say. She has to use the pre-selected choices, which is scary because she's played hard mode. She knows these choices. She knows what's happening. Then she figures out quickly how to turn off the choices, and she gains the ability to do so, and then she can actually say what she wants to say. And we follow her as she begins to earn people's affection, redeem herself, and she starts to find and unravel deeper lore in this world. There is more to the game than she thought. There are more stories here than she saw, and there's a lot more going on. It's very interesting. I'm very curious where they're going with this. Like, how are they setting this up? Is it meant to be, like, is the game meant to be a way to pull someone in? Is it based on someone's experiences in this world? Like, what is going on? I don't know which male character she's going to be able to affection her way into winning with. The hard mode game starts before, in the timeline of the world, before the normal mode game. So as of right now, the normal mode, the Duke's daughter, which is Penelope, she's a spoiled rich little brat, and in normal mode you play the actual Duke's real daughter who is brought to him, and you take her place, basically. She is evil and she tries to, betray you and set you up, and she gets cast out. So in hard mode, you play as her trying to not do that, to not mess up and get killed. So Yvonne, as Penelope, is trying to set the stage for when this other girl shows up. She knows that the real daughter of the Duke is going to appear, and she's going to be screwed if she's not ready for it. So I'm very curious where it's going to go. This volume, especially volume 2, we finally got to see the knight that is going to be like her bodyguard. I like him. I don't like the slavery trope in this sort of a story, but we'll see where they take it. And I really like the magic guy from the Investigators Guild that she meets in this one as well. So I will be continuing this. I really recommend, if you have kind of written off manhwa or the series or something, maybe give it a shot. Like I said, I am very used to manga. I grew up reading manga. So full color comics, it's not something I normally read, and graphic novels I'm very picky about. Like I said, I like structured panels and shaded colors. I like good coloring, so I wasn't sure about manhwa. I do really like that one. I think maybe the one I picked up that I didn't like was it called Romance Killer or something like that? That one wasn't good, and there was another one I picked up at Walmart and flipped through and did not intrigue me in the least, but I can't remember the name of that one either. So if you have any recommendations for like something like this that's more structured pages with the better coloring, like the shading and stuff, then let me know, because I am super into trying the new stuff, but I just am very picky about my art styles and stuff. But that's it for graphic novels and manga so far. Like I said, I will be reading more of My Love Story. I also have a crap ton of Pokemon manga I got recently from the used bookstore, so I'll be reading that. And I have a very big stack of Danmei that I need to read. I just got one of the new ones. What's it called? Ballad of Something and Wine, maybe? I'll put the cover here. I was chilling one night and saw it and bought it on a whim because I didn't realize it was out already. So I do have a bunch of stuff to get to, and I need to start actually reading through my own TBR a little more and let me know what I should prioritize and all that good stuff. Any suggestions, hit me up down below. I always love seeing you guys' comments, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.